I have got a video that gives the ultimate guide on how to handle diminished value. This is where insurance companies really fight on property damage, and you could be out thousands, tens of thousands of dollars if you just accept what they tell you. So watch that other video that I have, and it'll give you some really good tips there. Again, back to a total loss situation. You only got one claim. That is the full market value of your vehicle. And what I tell people is, think of it, it's a second before the wreck occurred. If you could go off and sell it to a neighbor, what would you be able to sell it to them for? Year, make, model, how much mileage is on it, what condition it's in. And so you want to be real careful when it comes to a total loss situation, and adjusters are going to pull some tricks. They're going to say, look, we don't go by Kelley Blue Book. We don't go by Edmunds, this place. Anything you give them, they're going to say, we don't go by that. It's not true, folks. You don't have to go by their estimate, okay? This is just evidence to suggest what the values are. The more estimates you can pepper them with that are all around the number you're asking for, the better chances you have of getting that number. They can argue every second that they're not going to use this, we're not going to use that, but it's not true. You can use anything, basically. Okay. Now that folds in to the last two tips. These are tips for whether you have a total loss situation and you're looking at fair market value of vehicle, or you've got the repair and diminished value side. It doesn't matter, either one. So the first of these tips is, do not forget total loss of use of a vehicle, even if it's for one day. Okay. So you might have a situation, think of it this way. You've got total loss, or it's repairable. It's in the shop. You're trying to get a rental car. They won't give one to you right away, or they're delaying. It's taking 3, 4, 5 days for the adjuster to get set up, to come out, look at the vehicle, all these things. They're not giving you a rental. Every single day that you don't have a vehicle, whether rental that they're paying for so you don't have a loss, or no vehicle at all, you have, as part of your damage claim, the loss of use. You do not have a vehicle. Several ways to prove that. Number one, go out, get a rental until they start paying for it. That's the evidence of your loss. I'm paying $85 a day for a rental. Now, you can't go off and get a Ferrari if you weren't driving a Ferrari, but it's the reasonable, close in kind vehicle. That's your damage there. If you don't have the money to get a rental, you'd have to prove that because you have to mitigate damages, but it would be the general cost, $85, $90 a day, whatever it is, of not having a vehicle to be able to drive around. Now, where it gets even more important is if you've got lost wages attached to your total loss. You use this vehicle to get to and from work, or go do work if you're an independent contractor, and you could not work and lost wage or earnings. That becomes part of your loss of use claim. That's part of your overall property damage claim.